everybody. Today we will crochet the pretty chain sweater scarf. It is a scarf with sleeves. The sleeves have an easy ribbing pattern. For the main scarf, I have used simple stitches to create this beautiful pattern so that anybody can crochet it. The entire sweater is made in one piece, no sewing involved. It can be made in sizes XS to 5XL. I have explained how to adjust the sizing for best fit. The crochet wrap can be worn in so many different ways. I have tried to include as many pictures as possible. You can wear this over a top or a dress. Wear the overlapping part at the back or in the front, however you prefer. You can also just wrap it around your neck and use it as a scarf. The written pattern has been linked in the description box below, so grab it now for the special release discount. This wrap is ideal for cozy and cool evenings. This is a step-by-step beginner-friendly tutorial. Hello and welcome to Let's All Crochet. Please subscribe to the Let's All Crochet newsletter, which is linked in the description box below for all the latest updates and goodies. To crochet the sweater scarf, we are going to need any medium weight or weight 4 yarn. So this is the yarn that I am using. It is a local yarn. It is 100% acrylic yarn. In the description box below, I am going to leave the approximate amount needed in grams and in yards and the suggested yarn if you want. So the other material we are going to need is an 8 size or a 5mm size crochet hook, scissors, measuring tape and a tapestry needle. Now let's begin. So I'm going to just show you how we are going to make a sweater scarf, and my drawing isn't very good as you all know. So this will be our sleeve on this side. Then we're going to continue with the scarf. Once we finish, we will continue with the sleeve on this side. There will be absolutely no sewing involved. So when I made mine by sewing here and sewing the sleeves, and that was a little bit of a hassle. So now I have designed this so that you don't have to sew anywhere. We're just going to use slip stitches to close the sleeve and so on. I will explain this step by step. You don't have to worry at all. We're going to begin with the sleeve first. So if you want, you can measure and decide however long you want your sleeve to be. I'm going to suggest make your sleeve between 13 and 14 inches. So imagine that this is the torso, and you're going to place your arm, just slightly bend it at the elbow like this, and you're going to measure with the measuring tape. Just measure your arm like this. So I will suggest you make it between 13 and 14 inches. At this point, you also want to take one more measurement around your upper arm here. So just where your sleeve ends, this is where you will take the measuring tape right around your arm in a circle and measure there. So we're going to make our sleeve about 3 inches less wide than our arm. So we are going to begin the sleeve by chaining 13 or 14 inches or whatever we want the length of the sleeve to be. Then we're going to repeat the rows till we reach the required width. So this is going to be 3 inches less than our arm. This is going to be 3 inches less than our arm, this width where we repeat the rows. So I'm going to explain it all in detail. You don't need to worry at all. I just want the sleeve to fit well for you. We're going to begin by chaining this length, and then we will repeat the rows till we have this width. We're going to begin with the slip knot. We can make this however we want. Once we make our slip knot, we are going to begin chaining. Chain 13 or 14 inches or the length of the sleeve. So yarn over and then pull through. This is our first chain. Yarn over and pull through. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're just going to continue chaining. Now the number of chains does not matter at all. So you can chain whatever number you want. I will meet you once you finish. Once you finish all your chains, you're going to write down the number of chains that you made. This is important because by the time I reached my second sleeve, I had forgotten the number of chains. So we will just write down the number of chains that we have made. I have made my sleeve about 13 inches. Row 1. We're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. We know the loop on the hook is not a chain. This is our first chain and this is our second chain. Just insert your hook into the top loop like this, yarn over and pull through. We have 2 loops on a hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through both. This is our first single crochet. This is our next chain, the next V that we see. Insert your hook into the top loop, yarn over and pull through. We have 2 loops on a hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through both. Make a single crochet in this next chain. Just insert your hook and single crochet. Single crochet in the next chain. So in the same way, we're going to continue making 1 single crochet in all the chains till we reach the very last chain. I will meet you there. I have reached the very last chain and made a single crochet in the last chain. This is the end of row 1. If you count all your single crochet by counting all these V's that you see, you're going to have 1 less than the number of chains that you made. Now if you want, you can just measure this against a measuring tape again to make sure that you have the right length of the sleeve, or you can measure after a few rows. Let's go to row 2. We're going to chain 1 and then turn our work, yarn over and pull through. This is our chain 1 and turn the work. So we're working a nice ribbing pattern, very easy. We're going to work into the back loop of the single crochets to make this. The loop on the hook is not a stitch. This is our chain 1 stitch, and this is the very first single crochet. You can see this is our very first single crochet. The loop that faces us is the front loop, and this loop that faces away from us is the back loop. So we're going to insert our hook into the back loop like this and make a single crochet in it. Just insert your hook into the back loop, yarn over and then pull through. We have 2 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through both. So we've made a single crochet only in the back loop. For the sleeve, we are only going to work into the back loops of all the rows. So this is our next single crochet. Insert your hook into the back loop, yarn over and pull through. We have 2 loops on a hook, yarn over and pull through both. This is the third single crochet. Just insert your hook into the back loop only, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both. So in the same way, in each and every single crochet, we're going to make a single crochet into the back loop. I will meet you at the end of this row. I have reached the end of row 2, and you want to make sure you don't miss this very last single crochet. You can just turn your work to see it more clearly. When you leave it like this, you can't see the V. So once you turn your work, you can see the V clearly. This is our back loop at the back here, the front loop facing us. Insert your hook only into the back loop, yarn over and pull through. We have 2 loops, yarn over and pull through both. And this is our last single crochet. You're going to count all your single crochets and make sure you have the same as row 1. So from now on, we're just going to repeat row 2 for pattern till we reach the required width. So till we reach this entire width, which is 3 inches less than our arm. Remember, I had asked you to measure your arm, and this is how much we are going to continue repeating our row 2 for. So I'm just going to show you the next row. We're going to begin with the chain 1. Then we're going to turn our work. The loop on the hook is not a stitch. This is the chain 1, not a stitch. And in the back loop of this very first single crochet, you can see this is the first single crochet. Insert your hook, make a single crochet. In the back loop of the next single crochet, make a single crochet. In the back loop of the next single crochet, make a single crochet. In the back loop of the next. And we're going to continue till we reach the end of this row. So I just want to show you the very last stitch. If you turn your work, you can see the V clearly for the last stitch. In the back loop, insert your hook and make a single crochet. You're going to count your single crochets and make sure you have the same as row 1. So in the same way, we're just going to continue repeating row 2 for pattern. We'll chain 1, turn our work. Once we turn, in the back loops of all the stitches, you will make your single crochets and continue till you have the required width. So I just want to say I'm going to end at an even number row. So try and end your sleeve at an even number row. I will meet you once we finish. Hey guys, please take a minute to like the video if you're enjoying it so far. It will help my channel reach more people. Thank you, and let's continue. So I've finished repeating all the rows for my sleeve, and you're going to end on the opposite side of the slip knot. So it doesn't matter how many rows you make, just make sure that your last stitch lies on the opposite side of your slip knot. So now we're just going to make sure this sleeve fits around our upper arm. Remember that it should be about 3 inches or so less than the upper arm. You want it to fit snugly on the upper arm so that it is slightly loose on the lower arm. So you can just fold it like this and test it across your upper arm and make sure you stretch when you wrap it around your upper arm. So once we are sure we like the size of our sleeve, we are going to continue. Just fold this in half like this. So I just want to show you again. My slip knot is at the bottom left here, and I'm just going to fold it like this. And now we're going to slip stitch across from here till here. We are going to begin with a chain 1. So yarn over and then pull through. Then we are going to go below both the loops of the chain on this side and just the back loop of the stitch on this second side. So let's do that together. So insert your hook below both the loops of the chain on this side, and this is my very first stitch here. On top here we have the chain 1 that we made, and this is my very first single crochet. I'm going to go only into the back loop. You see, this is the front loop and this is the back loop. Insert your hook into the back loop only, yarn over, pull through this loop here, pull through both the chains and pull through the loop on your hook. So you have made one slip stitch. Now we are going to go to this next chain that we see here. Just insert your hook below both the chains like this and go to the loop that you see here, the back loop of the other side. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through this loop, pull through the chains and pull through the loop on your hook. We have made our second slip stitch. Now as we work our slip stitches in the same way, just insert your hook into the third chain here, and we're going to go into the back loop here, yarn over, pull through and pull through the loop on the hook. So you're going to keep your slip stitches a little loose. Don't tighten them too much. Keep continuing till you reach the end, and I will meet you there. So as you can see, I have reached my very last stitch. So I'm just going to insert my hook into the very last chain on this side, and this is my last single crochet on this side. Insert your hook into the back loop, yarn over, pull through both and pull through the loop on your hook. So this is what your sleeve looks like currently. You have closed the side of the sleeve. You're just going to pull out a little bit of a loop and you're going to turn the sleeve inside out. So you want to make sure you turn this inside out because we want our slip stitches to lie on the wrong side. At this point, wear the sleeve and check the fit. It should be snug and comfortable at the upper arm. Undo the slip stitches and add or remove rows if required. Now before we go to the next part of our sweater scarf, which is making the scarf, we're going to discuss sizing. If you want to make up to size 2x, your scarf is going to be about 15 inches wide and you're going to make 60 single crochet. Now if you want this to be wider, or if you're making a larger size, you can make this 18.5 inches wide, and for that you're going to have to make 74 single crochet. So I am going to be making 60 single crochet and I am a size medium. So now let's continue. I'm just going to turn this sideways because we're going to make the scarf in this direction, and we're going to find the loop and insert your hook in the loop. Row 1. So we're going to make the first row of single crochets and we're going to make it in all the rows of this ribbing. So we're going to make one single crochet in all the rows of the ribbing. Begin with the chain 1, so yarn over and then pull through. And now we're just going to go back to the same row here, and at the side of it just insert your hook, yarn over and pull through. We have two loops, yarn over and pull through both. So we made a single crochet. Now you can see the next row here, insert your hook, single crochet, and insert your hook in the next row, single crochet. So what I do is just make two single crochet between two ridges, this ridge here and this ridge here. So you make sure you don't miss any rows. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So in the same way, continue till you reach the end here. But we're not going to join by a slip stitch. We're just going to reach the end of the round here, and I will meet you there. So I've reached the end of this round. We're not going to join by a slip stitch. We're just going to continue with the next row of single crochet. We're going to chain 1, turn our work and work in this direction. So we're just going to count our single crochet at the end of row 1 and note them. They should be the same as the number of rows we have made. It doesn't matter whatever number it is, but we just want to make sure that we know this number. I have 34 single crochet at the end of row 1. So now I'm going to chain 1 and then turn my work. So now we are going to work in this direction as if we were working in rows. So in this first single crochet, I'm going to make a increase. The loop on the hook is not a stitch. This is a chain 1 that I just made, and this is my first single crochet. This time I'm going to go below both the loops of the V of the single crochet. Insert your hook, yarn over and pull through. We have 2 loops, yarn over and pull through both. We have made a single crochet, and we're going to go back to the same stitch and make 1 more. Now remember, I have 34 and I want to turn this into 60 single crochet. So I'm just going to distribute my increases. You're also going to do the same. You may have more than 34 or less than 34 single crochet in round 1. It doesn't matter. Just distribute your increases so that at the end of round 2, you are going to have exactly 60 single crochet. So round 1, the stitches are not important, but round 2, you must have 60 single crochet. So I'm just going to show you how to increase again. In this next stitch also I'm making an increase. I have to make an increase in almost all my stitches because I need almost double of 34 stitches. I need 60 stitches in all. So in this next stitch I'm going to make 1 single crochet and then go back to the same stitch, working below both the loops of the V, 2. In the next stitch I'm going to make 2, 1 and 2. And in this next stitch, I'm going to make only 1 single crochet. So this is how I'm distributing my single crochet. You can just decide however you want to. I'm going to make 2 single crochet in the next stitch, 2 single crochet in the next, 1 and 2, 2 single crochet in the next, 1 and 2, and in the next stitch, I'm going to make 1 single crochet. So for this row, it doesn't matter how we distribute our single crochet, but they must be evenly distributed. So I will meet you at the end of this row where you have 60 single crochet. So I've reached the end of the round, and when I count all my single crochet, I have exactly 60. So you can see that the sleeve has now spread out a little bit. So let's begin round 3 or row 3, and this is the first pattern row of our scarf. We are going to chain 1 and then turn our work, yarn over and pull through, and we're going to turn our work. So we are going to work in this direction now. We are not going to work in rounds. So the loop on the hook is not a stitch. This here is our chain 1 stitch, does not count as a stitch, and you can see this is my first single crochet. So in this single crochet, I'm going to make a single crochet. Just insert your hook below both the loops of the V. From now on, we are going to always work below both the loops of the V. Only the sleeve ribbing we have worked under 1 loop. So this is my first single crochet. In the next stitch, I'm going to make 1 more single crochet. In the next stitch, 1 more single crochet. And in the next stitch, 1 more single crochet. So I have made 4 single crochets in all. And now we are going to begin the repeat pattern for this row. We are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we are going to skip 3 single crochet. Skip, skip and skip. In the next single crochet, we will make a double crochet. So this is the first time we are going to make a double crochet in this pattern. Yarn over first. Make sure you have skipped 1, 2, 3 single crochet. In this next single crochet, just insert your hook, yarn over and then pull through. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops. We have 2 loops left on our hook. We're going to yarn over and then pull through the last 2. So this is a double crochet. Let's do this in the next stitch as well. Yarn over, insert your hook below both the loops of the V, yarn over and then pull through. We have 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops first. Now we have 2 loops left on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through the last 2. Make a double crochet in the next stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through the last 2. Double crochet in the next stitch as well. So we have 4 double crochets in all. Now we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're just going to skip the next 3 stitches. So skip the single crochet, skip the single crochet, skip this single crochet. And in the next stitch, we are going to make a single crochet. Single crochet in the next 3 as well. So we have 4 single crochets in all. And this is the end of our repeat. So you can see how easy it is. It is just double crochet and single crochet separated by chains. So let's do this again. Let's make the repeat one more time. We're going to chain 3 first. 1, 2, 3. Because we have chain 3, we're going to skip the next 3 single crochet. And in the next single crochet, we're going to make a double crochet. So yarn over, make a double crochet. Double crochet in the next single crochet, double crochet in the next single crochet, and double crochet in the next. After we do this, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip the next 3 stitches. So skip, skip, skip. And now we're going to begin our single crochet. So single crochet in this stitch, single crochet in the next, single crochet in the next, and single crochet in the next. And now we have finished our repeat. Let's quickly make the repeat once more. We're going to chain 3. We're going to skip the next 3 stitches. Skip, skip, skip. Double crochet in the next 4. So first we're going to skip, skip, skip. Double crochet 1, double crochet 2, double crochet 3, and double crochet 4. After this, we are going to chain 3 again. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to skip 3 again. 1, 2, 3. And in the next 4, we are going to begin our single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're just going to continue this repeat pattern till the end of this row, and I will meet you then. Start from this chain 3, then make your 4 double crochets, then you will chain 3 and make your 4 single crochets, and I will meet you at the end of this row. So I just want to show you the very last repeat. So you can see the 4th single crochet is going to lie in the last single crochet of the previous row, and this is why we should have either 60 single crochet or 74 single crochet. The number of stitch counts in row 2 is very important. Now let's go to row 4. We're going to chain 3 and then turn our work. 1, 2, 3, and then turn. So remember, this first chain 3 from now on is going to count as a double crochet. So because this is our first double crochet in this first single crochet, we're not going to make a stitch in this first single crochet. We're going to go to the next single crochet and make a double crochet in it. Yarn over, insert your hook in the next single crochet and make a double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next single crochet and make a double crochet. And make a double crochet in the next single crochet as well. So you can see this chain 3 is our first double crochet, and in the next 3 single crochet also we have made 1 double crochet each. So we have 4 double crochets in all in the 4 single crochets of the previous row. So from now on our pattern is going to get even more easy. Let's begin the repeat pattern for this row. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to make 4 single crochets in these double crochets. So just jump over this space that you see here. Whenever you see a chain, you're just going to chain over it and jump to the next stitch. So make a single crochet in the first double crochet, single crochet in the next, single crochet in the next, and single crochet in the next. So we have 4 single crochets in all, and now we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So you can see the chain 3 lies over the chain 3, and we're going to jump to the 4 single crochet. And in these single crochets, we're going to make 1 double crochet each. So yarn over, this is my first single crochet, make 1 double crochet. In the next single crochet, make 2. In the next single crochet, make 3. And in the next single crochet, make 4. So you can see we have made 4 double crochets in the 4 single crochets of the previous row. So the repeat for this row is also very easy. We're going to chain 3 first. 1, 2, 3. Skip over this chain that you see here. Jump to these 4 double crochets and make 1 single crochet in each. Starting from this first double crochet, make 1 single crochet. In the next 2. In the next 3. And in the next 4. Now we are going to chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. And now we're going to jump to the 4 single crochet, skip over this chain here, and in this first single crochet make 1 double crochet in the next, double crochet in the next, and double crochet in the next. And this is the end of our repeat. So you're just going to continue repeating this pattern till you reach the end of this row, and I will meet you there. Again, I just want to show you the end of row 4. The last 4 double crochet are going to lie in the last 4 single crochet of the previous row. Let's go to row 5. We're going to chain 1 and then just turn our work. Row 5 is like row 3. So we're going to make a single crochet in the first 4 stitches. Loop on the hook is not a stitch. This is the chain 1, not a stitch. And here we're going to make a single crochet in the first double crochet, single crochet in the next, single crochet in the next, and single crochet in the next. Now let's begin the repeat pattern for this row. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip over these 3 chains that we see here and jump to the 4 single crochet. We're going to make 1 double crochet in each of these. Yarn over, insert your hook into the first single crochet, make a double crochet, into the next double crochet. This is our 3rd double crochet and our 4th double crochet. Now we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to make 1 single crochet in each of these 4 double crochet. Skip over the chain 3, starting from the first double crochet, make 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet and 4 single crochet. And this is the end of our repeat. So I'm just going to do this once again with you. We're going to chain 3, jump over the chain, make 1 double crochet in the first single crochet, and we have made 1 double crochet in all the single crochets. Now we will chain 3. We're just going to skip over the chain 3 and make 1 single crochet in all the 4 double crochets. So in the same way, we're just going to continue repeating the pattern till we reach the end of the end of the row, and I will meet you there. So I have reached the end of row 5 and I have made 3 single crochets in these first 3 double crochets. Now we have the chain 3 left and we have to make 1 more single crochet of our repeat pattern. This chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So this is my first chain, my second chain and my third chain. In the third chain, you're just going to insert your hook and you're going to make a single crochet. And this is the end of row 5. So this is what our work is going to look like right now. You can see that this is spreading out because we have made a lot of increases. So from now on, we're just going to repeat row 4 and row 5 till the scarf measures whatever length we want. So make sure you repeat row 4, then row 5, row 4, then row 5. So we've just finished row 5. Next we will make row 4, then row 5, then row 4 and then row 5 and so on till we reach the required length of the scarf. So I'm very sorry for my bad drawing. I just want to explain the length of the scarf. So this is our sleeve, which will be about 13 to 14 inches. And now we have our scarf. So I'm going to make mine about 64 inches for a size medium. I'm going to leave approximate sizes in the description box below for your sizes, but you can always adjust the length of the scarf to fit however you want. So what I suggest is to make this about 60 to 70 inches depending on whatever size you want, and then you're going to wrap it around yourself and wear it and decide the exact length that you want for your scarf for your best fit. Just continue repeating row 4 and 5 till you reach the required length, and I will leave the approximate in the description box below. So I will meet you once you finish. So I just want to tell you I have added 4 more inches for size M. So it is actually 68 inches in length. And remember, when we are measuring the length, we are only measuring the length of the scarf. You will not include the first sleeve. So start measuring from the scarf rows. At this point, you will slip one hand into the first sleeve and wrap the shrug around yourself. You're going to check the fit. The shrug should reach near the elbow of the arm without the sleeve. Bend your arms a little bit so you have a little bit of moving room, and the shrug should reach near the elbow. So once we are sure of the fit of the sweater scarf, we are going to continue with the 2 single crochet rows just like the first sleeve. So we will make 2 rows of single crochet and then we are going to make the ribbing of the sleeve. So the first row of single crochet will have 60 single crochet and the second row is going to have 34 for me. Now this number is going to be same as your very first row of single crochet that you had made. So this is also equal to the number of rows in the ribbing of your sleeve. So just make sure your second row has the number of single crochet that you have made in the row 1 on the other side when we had just started our scarf. So this number will be different for everyone. It will depend on the size of your sleeve. Now let's continue with our single crochet rows. So you should have ended at row 5. You have 4 single crochets you see here, and this is our right side of our scarf. Now let's go and chain 1 and turn our work for the single crochet row. The loop on the hook is not a stitch. This is our chain 1 stitch. This is the first single crochet. We're going to make a single crochet in it, single crochet in the next, single crochet in the next, and single crochet in the next single crochet. So we have 4 single crochets so far, and now we have this chain 3 space. We're going to make 3 single crochet in this because there are 3 chains. We're going to make 3 single crochet. 1, 2 and 3. So now we have 4 double crochet. We're going to make 1 single crochet in each. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now we have this chain space. We're going to make 3 single crochet. 1, 2 and 3. Now we have our single crochets. We're going to make 1 in each. So in the same way, we're just going to continue till the end of this row. In this space, we're going to make 3 single crochets because we have 3 chains, and in all the double crochet, we're going to make 1 single crochet each. Again, in the next space, we will make 3 single crochet. In all the single crochets, we will make 1 single crochet each. So I will meet you at the end of this row. So I've reached the end, and by now you should have 60 single crochet, or you will have 74 single crochet if you have made the larger size. Now we are going to chain 1 and then turn our work. Now this next row is going to be a single crochet row with the number of single crochet that is equal to the number of ribbing rows in our sleeve. So it's going to be different for everyone. I'm going to decrease from the beginning of this row. So starting here, I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over and pull through, and then go to the next stitch, insert my hook, yarn over and pull through. Now 3 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3. So I've made my first decrease. I'm going to make another decrease. Insert your hook, yarn over and pull through. This is our next stitch. We're going to insert a hook, yarn over and pull through. We have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3. I'm going to make one more decrease. Insert your hook, yarn over and pull through. Insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3. So in this same way, we're just going to continue making decreases. We can also make single crochets when needed. Just distribute the single crochets and the decreases evenly so that by the end of this row, you have the number of single crochet that you need for your sleeve. I will meet you once we finish this row. Just keep decreasing as many times as needed to reach your count. I need 34 single crochet. So I've finished the second row of single crochet and I have 34 single crochet. Yours will be according to your stitch count. And what I did for this row is I made 3 decreases, 1 single crochet, then I made 4 decreases, then 1 single crochet, then 3 decreases, 1 single crochet. So you can adjust this however you want, and towards the end, the last few stitches I adjusted again so that I had 34 single crochet at the end of the row, and try to make this as even as possible so that the decreases look even. So once we finish this row, we want to take a second to mark the right side of our scarf with a stitch marker. This will be important when we close our sleeve, and we want to make sure we close it correctly. So I've just added a stitch marker here, and this is where we have finished our second row of single crochet. So now I'm just going to start my sleeve from here. I'm going to start chaining, and then I will show you how we will make the ribbon. Now remember, when we made our first sleeve, we had written down the number of chains that we had made. That chain count is important because we are going to chain the same number when we make our second sleeve. So let's just start chaining now. This is the end of the row 2 of single crochet and we'll just start chaining for the sleeves now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and continue chaining till you have the same number of chains as in the first sleeve. I will meet you once we finish all our chains. Now once we finish all our chains, we're going to begin our single crochet. Just like the first sleeve, the loop on the hook is not a stitch. This is our first chain. We're going to skip it. In the second chain, insert your hook, make a single crochet. In the third chain, insert your hook, single crochet. So now we're going to make a single crochet in all the chains till the very last chain. I will meet you there. So I've reached the end of this row and you can see this is my very last chain. Here I have my single crochet. So in the last chain, I'm going to make a single crochet. And now we are going to count all our single crochet and we are going to have one less than the number of chains we made, which is the same as the first sleeve. So we want to make sure that both the sleeves are exactly the same. So once we reach this end, I can see I have to work in this direction. So I'm just going to turn my work like this. I'm going to insert my hook into this loop. And now I'm going to slip stitch into the first 2 single crochet. So in this single crochet, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. And slip stitch in the next single crochet. Just insert your hook, yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. Now we are going to turn our work like this. So you're just going to turn this part so that you can work. Now we are going to skip these very first 2 stitches that we see and start our single crochets from this third stitch. So these 2 are our slip stitches. Skip this one, and from here insert your hook into the back loop, make a single crochet. In the next one into the back loop, single crochet. In the next one into the back loop, single crochet. In the next one into the back loop, single crochet, and we're going to continue till we reach the end of the row. I will meet you once we reach the end. So I've reached the end of the second row of single crochet and I'm going to count my single crochets to make sure I haven't missed any single crochet. After this, we're going to chain 1 and now we're going to turn our work. So now I'm going to turn my work in such a way so that I untwist my work. I'm just going to turn like this first. So I've untwisted my work. And now I'm going to work in this direction. Okay, so we know the loop on the hook is not a stitch. This is the chain 1 we just made. And starting from this very first single crochet, you can see that this is the first single crochet. Insert your hook into the back loop, make a single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and continue doing this till you reach the end of row 3. So I just want to show you the end of row 3. This is my last single crochet. I'm going to insert my hook into the back loop and make a single crochet. And now we have reached our scarf. So once our stitch count matches, we're going to slip stitch in the next 2 single crochet. So I've already worked in this stitch. I'm going to the next stitch, insert my hook below both the loops of the V, yarn over and then pull through the loop on my hook. Go to the next stitch, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook. Now we are just going to turn our work. So mostly we are just going to turn this because the scarf is really big and cumbersome to turn again and again. And now we are going to skip these 2 stitches that we see here. Those are our 2 slip stitches. This is the loop on our hook. This is our first slip stitch. This is our second slip stitch. Skip those. And starting in this third stitch we see, we are going to make a single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and so on till we reach the end. So I will meet you once we finish all our single crochet. So now we have finished row 4. Count your single crochet, make sure you have the same number. So from now on, we're just going to repeat row 3 and row 4 for pattern. Next, you're going to repeat row 3, then row 4, then row 3, then row 4 of the ribbing. I will meet you once we finish all the rows so that we have the same number of rows as the first sleeve. I will meet you once we finish. So alright, now I've finished my very last row for the sleeve and I have ended at this side. You also have the stitch marker here to indicate the right side of your sweater scarf. Now we are just going to continue with the next part. We will just fold this in half like this, and we are going to slip stitch across till we reach this end here. Once we slip stitch, we would have finished our second sleeve. So we will start here, slip stitch till we reach this part. Once we finish slip stitching, we will just turn this inside out again, because this is the right side and all our slip stitches will lie on the wrong side. So this is why we have attached the stitch marker, so that when we fold, we will slip stitch on the wrong side. So this is my folded sleeve. I'm going to start at this end. We're going to start with the chain 1. The slip stitching is going to be exactly like that of the other sleeve. This is my first stitch on this side. This time I'm just going to go below both the loops, and this is the chain here. I'm just going to go below the chain, yarn over, pull through the chain, pull through the stitch and pull through the loop on the hook. Again, we won't make our slip stitches too tight. Now this is the second stitch, insert your hook, the second chain, yarn over, pull through the chain, the stitch and then the loop on the hook. This is my third stitch, my third chain, pull through the loop on the hook. So in the same way, continue till you reach the end, and I will meet you once you finish this side. So I've reached the very last stitch here. Once we finish our last stitch, we're going to leave a long tail end, cut the yarn, and we're going to pull out a loop by tugging on our hook. So this is the wrong side of our sleeve. We're just going to weave this tail end and any other tail ends in, and then we're just going to turn the sleeve inside out. And this is the right side of our sleeve. So I just want to give you a little tip. You can see this is our stitch marker. So this is the right side of our sweater scarf, and when we turn it, this is the wrong side and we have our seam here. So you can check the other side also. The sleeve seam is going to be on the wrong side for both the sleeves. Please sign up for the Let's All Crochet newsletter, which is linked in the description box. So you will get all the updates about whatever is happening. Our sweater scarf is now ready to wear. There are many ways in which you can wear this. You can wear it as a scarf, as a sweater, and you can turn it both sides, so you can get a cross in the front and a straight back, whatever you want. So I have tried to include as many ways of wearing it as possible. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you and see you next time.